What DeWalt should you buy if you want to drive timber locks or headlock fasteners? Larger things like this. Let's get into the video. There is way too much to go over in the intro. Stick around. We're going to name them all. We're going to tell you what batteries we got. We've also got some flex to show you. I got 4 different batteries from the flex to compare it. And then we're going to compare all the weights and all the different variations. I got some 12 volts. We've got all the DeWalts here. Let's get into it right now. We're going to start with the 850 with 1.7 power stack. Here comes the 850 with 1.7 power stack. That's 1.7. Here comes a 2.0 with the 850 still. You're going to have to pause the video, rewind, figure out the timing yourself. We've got a lot of impacts to cover on this video. We're going to be running through them very quickly. Now this deal here, this is $80 for two 4.0s right now. Price match it on Amazon. Go to Lowe's and price match on Amazon. I don't recommend buying batteries on Amazon, but $80 for two 4.0s is a really good value. Shout out to Diligent Dave for that deal. Here we go. Now, if you're doing this all day, this is probably the one that I'm going to recommend. Any power stack is going to be good. You're going to see the power difference instantly. Now keep in mind the 850 is not really made for bigger lags like this. This is really the maximum you want to be driving. You probably will destroy this tool driving these all day. We're going to go with an 8.0. This is tabless. Okay, let's look at a different DeWalt. Now, driving these large lags is not great for the anvil size and the longevity of some of these smaller impacts. They're already made for small fasteners anyway. This is an impact wrench. It has a bigger anvil. It might be a little bit slower, but because it's not working as hard as the other impacts, it might make up for its size with raw power. So what I've got is a adapter here that goes to 1/4 inch. What's kind of cool is it does have quick insert, so you just pop this in like this, and it's a Nico. Also, this is a 12 volt impact. There you go. If you're a homeowner and you're wondering what's a good impact driver to get, you've already got the 12 volt line. This impact wrench is not bad at all. Now you just watched a 12 volt driver unscrew that screw. This is the DCF 601, a really nice tiny impact from DeWalt. Fairly capable, but really it's a nice driver. Let's see if it can drive this all the way. No, it can't. We're going to come back to this with some smaller fasteners just to show you. This is the DCF 787. You might find this in a lot of your DeWalt kits. We're going to start with the 1.7 and work our way up to the batteries so you can see the difference. And then we are going to be weighing all these in different variations so you guys can see what you're getting. Unfortunately, this comes in a lot of kits, and if you're trying to score a kit, save a little bit of money, you're probably going to wind up with this impact. Be careful. You're going to see what I mean in a second. So compared to the 850, you can see where this thing is light years behind. We'll drive another one with a 5.0 power stack. Maybe let's go with a 4. We'll go with the 4.0. This has 21700 cells in it. And we'll just jump up to a tabless 8. So that is the 787, buyer beware. The 840 really is a good sweet spot for the impacts in DeWalt's world. This is going to give you probably a plateau of power versus all the other ones before that. The 850 doesn't really stack up to the amount of power this provides. So the 840, the 845, and the 860, and even the 870 are going to be your top choices for DeWalt if you're trying to drive larger fasteners or just want to get the job done a little bit faster. We're going to start with 1.7 on the 840. We'll go ahead and put it in at 2. We'll show you with the 4. You're going to see the value of the 5. This battery being $100 on sale right now. Get 2 of these for $80. I know which one that I would choose. This is a very good value for $80. But the power stack is really where it's at. And then, of course, if you get a chance to get an 8.0, for enthusiasts that need the most power, tabless batteries. I think now's a good time to switch to the Flex. Let's check out the Flex. Flex coming in with a solid performer for an impact driver. This is their first try at an impact of this magnitude, and they really hit it out of the park. This is the first gen Flex. It's got the quick insert collet. I've taken this thing apart before because I've gotten bits stuck, and sometimes you don't have to take it apart because it's got the push button here. You can tap the back of this and the bits will just fall out. But I have taken this apart. It has really heavy duty spring steel that this button pushes forward. The thing is built very solidly, and one of the best collets that I've ever taken apart as far as quality. Here comes the weakest battery that Flex offers in the lineup. Something also noticeable is the ergonomics on the Flex. It is very skinny. It is a bigger impact than most, but the ergonomics on the Flex are just really good, honestly. Let's go with some stacked lithium. This is a 2.0. This is Flex's newest offering of stacked lithium batteries, and it is a nice addition. We're going to try just one more time over here. There you go. I felt like we hit it. Yeah, there's a knot right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's probably what we hit. You can see how fast that stacked lithium is, and it's only going to get better. The 2.5 was about as bad as it's going to get, and it was still very fast. We're about to get faster with a 3.5. Here we go. And then we got the 6.0. Just a workhorse, man. Probably unbeatable. Let's look at the Milwaukee. Because I know you guys are wondering, where is the Milwaukee? My Milwaukee is toast. Toast, man. And the thing is, it's never left my house. I've not taken this in the field. Everything that we've done with this impact has been documented on a live. This thing should not have bit the bullet as fast as it did. You can see the fading on the... I don't know what's going on with the Milwaukee, but I can't show you this tool because it don't work. So I can't recommend a tool that's going to stop working, if that makes sense. Yeah, very interesting. My 3.0 never did that, man. It seems like Milwaukee's quality is going downhill. Comment below if your 4.0 Milwaukee, which was a very nice impact until it wasn't. Comment below if yours has also bit the dust, your buddies, or if you've had issues with anything with Milwaukee lately. Good for everyone in the comments to know. While we're looking at the Milwaukee 3.0 battery, let's look at the 4.0 and compare. The DeWalt, really impressive with the size of their 4.0. Just saying. So we've got two more DeWalts here. We've got the 870 and the 860. Sorry, the 860 and the 870 here. We're going to start with the 1.7. Let's see what it's got. This is their quiet hydraulic impact. See if you guys can hear the difference. I want to run this one first, then we'll run the 860. Very smooth, less vibration. Really a nice impact to own. Does it have enough power and speed? You guys make the decision yourself. That's with the 1.7 power stack. All the batteries are still fully charged. Two 2.0 coming in. Seems like when it really starts to need the power, this thing doesn't deliver as much as the bigger boys do. Let's see if we can change that with a power stack 5.0. So the 5.0 and the 870 are a nice mashup. Let's check out the tabless 8.0. That's starting to split though. Let's go right here. Okay, that is the 870. Here comes the 860. Probably one of my favorite. Now, I've got the overseas version of this DeWalt. So I've got a JIS collet. It's not the best, but it still works. I really do enjoy this impact. The bit might fall out until it locks in. Let's see what this thing's got. 1.7 power stack. Now, as we mentioned, the power stack, just because it's 1.7, it is still a better performer than the 2.0 because of the design of the battery being stacked lithium and delivering more amperage and all that stuff. Here we go. Just a beast in the tool world for DeWalt's. Let's see what does it do with a 2.0. Still performs nicely, and that's probably good because this is a fairly large impact. So you're probably going to want to rock it with some smaller batteries. Let's see the 4. Noticeable performance gain. Now, like I said before, the power stack is really going to separate the batteries here. Straight down, didn't even feel it really slow down. And we'll go with the Tabless 8. And yeah, full send there. The 860 is a beast of an impact driver. Let's check out some threes. We'll go with the 860. Don't blink. This thing might not even impact. Okay, that's really fast. Let's see what a 4 with 21/7s does. Almost doesn't matter what battery you have when you're doing standard size screws. Keep that in mind. I'm just curious about a 5.0. Yeah, a little bit faster, man. It's an impressive driver there. I want to see the 1.7. Good stuff. That is the 860. I think, you know what, the curiosity is getting to me. I do want to see a 2.0. There's your data there for the 860. This is probably the one that I'd recommend you get. Talking to the subscriber that requested this video, I love my 860. The grip, though, however, is not as good as the Flex. It is a little bit bigger. You have a kind of pronounced bump right here, and it does make a difference when you go to grab this. It's completely different feeling than most of your DeWalts. DeWalt usually has really good ergonomics. This has interesting ergonomics, but still really nice. Let's go with a 5.0 power stack because that's what it's going to take to make the 787 run really nicely. Basically, still has a quick insert collet, as all impacts should. You can really see the difference there with the 860. So this is something that you would find in a kit. Let's go with the 870 here. Quick insert, nice and quiet. Here we go. Just a joy to use this impact all day. Very smooth, very hot too. Ow. Now I want to show you something. This is, of course, the 12 volt. And yeah, it does 3-inch screws, 12 volt. This thing is actually a beast, and I really, really like this tool. Yeah, it sinks it all the way. Has no problem doing it either. Has a lot of torque. Gives you plenty of control. Let's take a quick peek at the 12 volt impact wrench here. Yeah, not bad. You know, we've got it, so why not? Let's look at the Metabo with a 3.0. And you know what? We will run. This is the bolt, by the way. We're running one of these larger lags. You can see where when it really comes to driving that thing home, it really starts to increase how often it's impacting. Even there at the dead stop, really lacks the power. For larger fasteners, but still a joy to use on the job site. No quick insert collet. Still really smooth. Good ergonomics. Really, really nice impact. Usually you can get these on sale pretty often. Metabo's go on sale pretty often. Now, it wouldn't be right if I didn't show you what a good drill can do. So, one reason why I don't like drills, you saw how I slipped off of that. It doesn't really happen with an impact. One-handed on the ladder, whatever you're doing. We're going to leave this on speed 2. And you can see that much faster with the drill. Really, this is just an 800. It's not even the strongest or fastest from DeWalt. Witness there. So, drills definitely have their place. I still prefer an impact. I'm team impact. You guys have seen other channels that like the drill. That's up to them. You got to put these in higher torque to really get things sent. You can see where the drill really starts fighting you just a little bit, especially in speed 1. I prefer using all my drills in speed 2 if I can. And my solution to something that can't drive something in speed 2 isn't to put it in speed 1. My solution is to get a more powerful drill, because you wind up with more control with the higher gear selection. So speed 3, very fast, but this drill has plenty of torque and will still send whatever you need to, while also still stopping. See, we didn't stop an anti-kickback. That was actually the torque of the drill. Anti-kickback would look like that. So if we go to speed 2, now we got a whole lot of power, but enough to still hit me in the chest. Luckily, anti-kickback turned on. We'll try again. You can see the raw power of this thing. You can see the raw power of this thing really pushing against you. One of the reasons why I really, really recommend the 1007 from DeWalt. It's a really, really safe tool. We can probably use technology in our favor and leave this in speed 1 safely. But as I just demonstrated, speed 1, I don't like a tool that's more powerful than myself. So if I'm stronger than the drill and I leave it in speed 3, and we stopped an anti-kickback, but let me see if we can not turn on anti-kickback. Yeah, so anti-kickback did not engage. Fingers still on the trigger. We are more powerful than the tool, and that's the way that I want it to be. I want to be able to stop the drill. I don't want to have to rely on technology to keep me safe if I'm on a ladder doing whatever, which is one reason why the impact is preferred, if you ask me. Also, we didn't even have the 8.0, we had the 5.0. So let's really send this thing. Ow! That actually hit pretty hard. I don't think you guys realize. Let's go with speed 3 as fast as possible with an 8.0 in drill. Here we go. We're going to show you the weights of these batteries very quickly. This is a 5.0 power stack. It weighs 11 ounces basically. The 8 amp hour, this has not stacked lithium. This has the tabless batteries. So pretty impressive, newer technology coming out. That's the 4.0 battery from DeWalt. That's the weight on it, 1 pound, 3 ounces. We've got the 5.0 we showed you. Coming in, the 1.7 power stack is like crazy. 11 ounces there for all the power. We've got the 2.5 flex, 1.5. We've got the 3.5 flex at 1.96. We've got the 2.0 flex at 1 pound, 1 ounce. And the 6.0 is 2 pounds, 4.4 ounces. So now I'm just going to show you kind of like what I would do basically in the field. The 870 is 2 pounds, 14 ounces, 0.9. With a 5.0, it is 3 pounds, 14 ounces, 0.1. The Milwaukee for reference, because it's honestly, it's tried and true and usually reliable, but doesn't work. That is 3.8.9. So you can see where, yeah, this is a nice tool, but it no longer works for me. And you can see the difference in the DeWalt's. The 840 with a 5.0 is 3 pounds, 9.7. And that's the one that went pretty fast, considerably more than the 850. The 850, which is good for small fasteners basically only, and great all around because of its size, but maybe not for timber locks, is 3 pounds, 12 ounces. And if we really start getting into the bigger batteries, because right now you can get, I think if you get this tool, you get a free 8.0. It's not tablet, so it's a little bit heavier. So if you get this 860 with a free 8.0, it's going to be heavier than 4 pounds, 11 ounces. The most heavy configuration that we can probably make is the 6 amp hour with the flex at 5 pounds, 1.2 ounces. So there's the scale for you guys. You kind of know what to expect. Yeah, and spins. There you go.